I think Mrs Thatcher has always been my hero, and ever since she left in 1983, was it? Yes. No, later than that, sorry. She's always been my late lamented beloved. She did so much for this country. She put the great back in Britain. She had the courage to launch the task force to go and recover the Falklands. She gave people the right to buy their council homes. She stood up to the unions, and she brought Britain back onto the map.
You know, she made all the world think Britain was much better when it was in fact in a terrible state when she took over.
Worth counting.
And the city thought she was marvellous.
Just really to sort of pay my respects to to Baroness Thatcher. It's obviously a great sort of leader. You know, someone like me, I sort of was born during the Thatcher years, but still sort of her sort of legacy sort of lives on, and it's kind of really very much sort of my sort of point of reference and things growing up. Just as a mark of respect.
And you thought it was important enough to come here today, and does that show what you think of her?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think she was one of the greatest prime ministers of the 20th century, certainly the greatest peacetime prime minister, and I think it's important that she broke ground in so many different ways, being the first female prime minister, being one of the longest serving prime ministers. I just think it's important that, to show that sort of level of respect for her.
Because she was a great national leader, and she deserves respect from everybody. And by the way, I think she got it here today as well. It was noticeable how quiet and respectful the crowds were, people throwing flowers at the hearse as it went past. Quite a splendid moment.
And what do you think was the kind of most important thing about her when she was Prime Minister?
She completely brought our economy into the 20th century, from where it was languishing. You know, so many people have said she's divisive. They can't remember how divided this nation was in the 70s. And how, in fact, in many ways, she brought it back together again and made it great.
The crowd were very positive. I think many clapped. A lot, like myself, remained silent. I saw no evidence of objection. I think it was a very solemn, sombre moment.